Mom's specialty. It tastes better when it's hot, but your girlfriend ruined that.
Do I smell jealousy?
What? No, I'm telling you, she doesn't like me.
You're overthinking it. I have this weird condition that makes my bones weak. That's how I ended up with a broken ankle, and Anne just wants to make sure I'm okay. This one time, I fell from the toilet seat while pooping. I was 4 and I broke my arm. I was a fat kid. Wait, why am I telling you this?
No clue.
The point is, she might not be the warmest person, but she's not bad. Give it time. She'll warm up to you.
But Anne never did. If anything, she only got weirder. I just wanted to mind my business, so I decided to keep my distance from both of them, but Claude just wouldn't let me. He sat next to me in class, during lunch, and he even volunteered to be my lab partner. I was so distracted that I accidentally dropped a test tube, causing a small fire. No one was hurt, but I landed in detention. And after that miserably long day, I was headed back home when Claude pulled up to me in a sports car and offered to drop me off. When I refused, he got out and started following me. What now?
I'm just confused why you're ignoring me. I thought we were good friends.
No, Claude, I thought we were good friends. You just took off one day without so much as saying a goodbye. And when I tried calling you, you ignored me.
I didn't. I left because Dad showed up and I had no choice. And I would have called you, but I somehow lost your number. But you're right. I should have tried harder. Next time, I'll use my dad's jet to look for you.
You? Driving a jet? I can hardly imagine you driving a donkey.
You're right. I'd be scared. What if the donkey gets mad and kicks me in the face? I'm too pretty to roam around with a broken nose.
Ha, not funny.
Come on, Sylvie. You're not even on social media. What do you want me to do? Listen, I'm really sorry. Let me make it up to you. How about an ice cream, for old time's sake?
I'll think about it.
I'll wait for you.
Don't hold your breath.
Too late.
We did hang out for ice cream a couple of days later and connected like old times. He told me he was back into training for football, and I told him about my new love for designing. Things were going smooth until one day, Mom told me that the circus was running heavy losses. With the bills piling up, Mom and Dad were constantly stressed about money. I offered to take up a job, but Mom refused, saying that I needed to concentrate on my studies. I was running out of options. Then I turned to Claude for ideas.
This might be a long shot, but my dad's on the school football board, and he told me they were looking at redesigning our uniform. Maybe you could pitch your ideas to them?
But you have professionals for that kind of stuff. And what if I'm not good enough?
You won't know if you don't try. Just come over for dinner and we can take it from there.
I was really nervous about going to Claude's place for the first time and picked out my best dress. He was already waiting to escort me, along with Anne, who looked grumpy as always. Claude's parents were just as sweet as he was. His dad offered to put in a good word and gave me a week to pitch my designs.
It'll save us a lot of money if a student does the designs for the uniform. And Claude speaks very highly of you. I trust my son's opinion.
Thank you, sir. You've been very generous and kind. After the dinner, I was in the powder room when Anne walked over. Did you know Claude wet his bed till he was 5? His bones are so weak, a butterfly can hurt him. And he thought eating eggshells would make him stronger. What's your point? My point is that you don't know him the way that I do, and I've worked hard on making this relationship stick, and I am not leaving. So just stay away from Claude. He's mine. Get yourself checked. You sound like a moron. I'm serious. So am I. What an idiot. Later in the evening as I was leaving, it started raining heavily and Claude offered to drop me off at home. I had no other choice, so I agreed. But I was so tired that night that I dozed off. When I woke up, Claude was staring at me with his deep blue eyes, and I felt my heart leap into my mouth. What are you doing?
Just watching you. You know, you were saying my name in your sleep.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were, and I don't mind, actually. I like when you say my name.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Flirting with me when you have a girlfriend?
Maybe forget it. You're right. I shouldn't have said anything. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
As I watched Claude drive off, my heart sank, thinking how much I liked him and that he might never love me the same way. The next few days were a blur. I was working round the clock to finish my designs. It took me a week, but I was finally done. Meanwhile, it was Claude's 18th birthday, and Anne told me she was throwing a surprise party for Claude at the beach and had invited all his friends. I was a little surprised that she invited me, but Claude had been super helpful these past few days, so I agreed to go. But right when I was getting ready, I got a frantic call from Anne. Hurry! Claude fell off his bike and broke his leg again! We took him to the hospital and I'm giving him blood, but I'm running out of it. Just come and give him some of yours. You won't run out of blood, Anne. That's not how it works. And I don't even know if I'm his type. Duh, you'll never be his type. But how does that matter now? You know what? Forget it. I'm on my way. Anne texted me the location, but when I got there, it wasn't a hospital. It was just some